Parker Schnobel, the fearless face of the gold rush, nearly lost it all. But it wasn't gold that slipped through his fingers. It was his health. After years of non-stop mining and pushing past the limit, Parker's body finally gave out. What seemed like unstoppable ambition suddenly turned into a life-altering diagnosis. This wasn't just another mining setback. It was personal, painful, and terrifying. What exactly happened? And how close did he come to losing everything? The answers may shock you. Don't miss this powerful turning point in Parker's journey. Hit subscribe now and uncover the truth behind the miner's most personal battle yet. Parker Schnobel, known for his relentless work ethic on Gold Rush, recently faced the kind of challenge no training, no crew, and no equipment could prepare him for. A health scare that stopped him in his tracks. We're not talking about bad weather or downtime. This time, it was personal. Parker had been running non-stop since his teens. Long days, sleepless nights, and pressure most of us can't imagine. Everyone thought he was built different. Maybe even he did. But even the strongest bodies have limits. And one day, his did, too. When the news came, it wasn't dramatic. It was quiet and serious, the kind of diagnosis that forces you to reevaluate everything. His team was shocked. Friends didn't expect it. And Parker, he barely saw it coming himself. He could have taken a step back. Most would. But Parker approached his health crisis like he does a broken wash plant. Head on. There were doctors now instead of mechanics, treatments instead of repairs. It was exhausting. Still, he kept going. Not because he had to, but because that's just who he is. Sometimes the biggest battles are those that are not visible from the outside. This was true for Parker Sean. This man who grew up amidst excavations and stuff now found himself in a battle that was breaking his mind more than his body. Until the pictures are published, the thoughts of the man about how and when he keeps his health balanced are not available. In the beginning, everything seemed interesting. The exhaustion, the tests, the death of the doctor. The days were short, and the nights were long. At times, it felt as if everything had stopped. A question emerged deep inside. What is all this? But the ancestors of the strong had taught him one thing. Do not give up. Even if the circumstances are broken, slowly some small changes started to appear. Somewhere a report came a little better. Someday it hurt a little less. And these small features keep him going. Like a small piece of gold hidden in the soil, which becomes a symbol of something bigger. This period was not just difficult for his body. It was also difficult for the mind. For the first time, he asked himself if running was the only real life. Now he has started meeting old friends, returning to the arts that once brought joy to life. Music, things, the universe. Parker is still in the mine. Archaeology is still going on. But this time, it is certain that now he is not just digging for gold. Now he is looking for balance. And most importantly, now health comes first. When someone sweats it out in the mine all day and collapses exhausted at night, taking time for self is often the last thing they want to do. Parker Schnobel did just that for years. Work, goals, and performance were his life. But when his health started to ring, he had to pause for the first time and think about what really matters in life. Now he pauses. He spends time with his loved ones and appreciates the quiet moments that never mattered before. And honestly, it has made a difference in him. He feels better now than ever. Parker's story isn't just about one person. It's a reflection of the reality that we all go through at one time or another. When the pressure of work starts to overwhelm us. When he shared his problems, many people realized for the first time that their struggles matter, too. They're not alone. What Parker has been through also shows how we often neglect our health in the pursuit of success. Cutting out sleep, skipping meals, and ignoring pain become a habit. But the setback was a necessary wake-up call for him, a pause. It showed him that no achievement is greater than your mental and physical peace. Now he is slowly setting new priorities. He is not quitting work but recognizing his limitations. He is now giving space to the things that make him happy. Not just gold and golds. The world of mining is tough. There is not much room for emotion here. But when Parker went public with his struggle, he proved that honesty and openness are also powerful. Perhaps this is the change the industry needed. And as he moves forward on this new path, his fans are feeling not just reports from the mine but the journey of a human being inside. Parker Schnabel has moved thousands of tons of earth in the mine. But recently, he had to examine the trust around him. An unexpected betrayal not only disrupted his plans but also shook him to his core. But instead of giving up, he understood the situation and took concrete steps. He strengthened the security of his operation, installed better cameras, increased access controls, and most importantly, took control once again. These changes were not just to protect the machines. They were for his mental peace so that he could get back to doing what he does best, leading his team. And moving forward even in difficult circumstances. The experience, as bitter as it was important. It taught him that not everyone can be trusted blindly, but not every hurt is met with bitterness. Today, he is more cautious than ever, but not disconnected from life. He turned bitterness into a lesson, and that is what sets him apart from the rest. His story shows that betrayal doesn't always come from where you expect it. But that doesn't mean we should stop trusting. It means that vigilance is important and that strength lies in not abandoning humanity even when the odds are not in our favor. Parker's determination to turn defeat into an opportunity to bounce back is what makes him an example, not just a miner. An unexpected theft not only robbed him of his resources but also damaged his team's solidarity and trust. This incident was not just about losing equipment but about rebuilding the trust that his entire operation relied on. But Rick didn't take it as a setback and give up. He saw the whole period as a process of improvement. He decided that if he wanted to change, it would start with himself and his team. He first focused on getting the essentials back. He bought some things and borrowed some from trusted colleagues. It wasn't easy, but it was a necessary step. At the same time, he also prioritized his relationships with his people. Some supported his decisions, others questioned them, especially when he called in the police. But for Rick, the decision was not personal but practical. He knew that if such incidents were not dealt with strictly,